Now once 2 is cancelled from both the sides, what we get is a upon x is equal to c square plus d square upon 2cd, and we get it as by cross multiplication x is equal x bracket c square plus d square equals to 2acd, and hence the value of x comes out 2acd upon c square plus d square. Now this is clear, I guess, students. Let's move to the next question, where we are going to take the question 1 plus x square upon 1 minus x plus x square is equal to 62 bracket open 1 plus x bracket close upon 63 bracket 1 minus x. Now to solve this question, what I'll do is I'll take 1 minus x in the numerator part of the left hand side, and 1 plus x will be taken in the denominator part of the left hand side, and this is what I get once I do that. Okay, now let's rearrange the terms. How can we do this? Is by alternando. Let's take alternando. What I get is it becomes 1 plus x bracket 1 minus x plus x square upon 1 minus x bracket 1 plus x plus x square, which comes out now as 63 upon 62. It's very clear that the denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. Now this is actually this identity of a cube plus b cube. Numerator part, which is 1 plus x and multiplied by 1 minus x plus x square, it is the identity of a cube plus b cube. Okay, you need to here learn the two properties, the two identities actually. A cube plus b cube, which is equal to a plus b multiply bracket a minus b plus b square. Similarly, a cube minus b cube, which is equal to a minus b bracket open a plus b square. So once I apply these identity, this is what I get, 1 plus x cube. Actually it was 1 cube plus x cube. Since 1 cube is 1 itself, so we can write it as this also. Okay, so this is what we get. Now once we have reached the steps 1 plus x cube upon 1 minus x cube equals to 63 upon 62, I can apply component and dividend as we have done in the previous questions also. The moment you do that, what happens in the numerator? X cube gets cancelled with the minus x cube. Similarly, the denominator 1 plus and minus 1 get cancelled. On the other side, 63 plus 62 comes out 125 and 63 minus 62 comes out 1. Now in this particular step, 2 is cancelled with x. So what I get is 1 upon x cube is equal to 125. Now let's take the reciprocal, because ultimately we have to reach to the value of x. So if x cube, if we take the reciprocal, we get x cube is equal to 1 upon 125, which can be written as 1 upon 5 whole cube. I am taking cube root both sides. What I get as a result is x is equal to 1 upon 5. So this was the next question. I hope this is clear. You almost complete. Let's take the next question now. Okay everyone, I guess you're all done. So the next question is we have to find out the value of x actually, and what we are given is 16 bracket open a minus x upon a plus x whole cube is equal to a plus x upon a minus x. Okay, now to solve it out again, once the same thing we'll be doing, we'll take this a minus x given in the denominator part of the right hand side on the left hand side, and I get it as, see, a plus x upon a minus x. If I take it on the other side, this will be multiplied. Okay, and once I multiply it, what I get is a plus x whole raised to power 4 upon a minus x raised to the power 4. So we can write it as whole raised to power a plus x upon a minus x whole raised to power 4 once, and that becomes equal to 16. Okay, this part is clear. Fine. Now 16 can be written as 2 raised to power 4. So what I'll do is taking the 4th root both the side. Fine. So this can be removed. A plus x upon a minus x comes out plus minus 2. Okay. Once we are getting two values, we will take one by one each. When a plus x upon a minus x is equal to 2, that is a positive value. Then applying C and D, we can solve it like this. We will be getting a upon x equals to 3 on simplifying it, which gives x is equal to a by 3. This is the first value when we were having a plus x, a minus x equals to 2. Similarly, we here got, as we know, we got the two values. We also got it as minus 2. Let's substitute that too. If I take a plus x upon a minus x as minus 2, then in that case, again applying C and D, what I get this time is, yes, we get it as, on simplifying, a upon x is equal to 1 upon 3 and on cross multiplication I get x is equal to 3a. So we have ultimately these three values of x. We get x is equal to a by 3, okay, and also x is equal to 3a. So this was the next question. Please see it very carefully and must do the save video registers. Okay, hope all are done. Fine. Let's move to the next part now. Next question. Here we are given x is equal to square root of a plus 1 plus square root of a minus 1 upon square root of a plus 1 minus square root of a minus 1. Now before I start solving, I need to be very clear that a whole number can be written as, if I am saying a number 2, it can be written as 2 upon 1. Similarly in the question it is written on the left hand side x is equal to, x is given on the left hand side, so x can be written as x upon 1. Okay, so that is what I will be writing in the very first step. This is what we will be doing. We will write x as x upon 1. Now the moment I will be applying C and D, what I will be getting is x plus 1 upon x minus 1 on the left hand side. Is this part clear? I guess x can be written as x upon 1, and using C and D what we get is x plus 1 upon x minus 1. This was about the left hand side. Let's take the right hand side. Right hand side, again we are going to apply the same. We will add the numerator and denominator once, and then we will subtract numerator minus upon numerator minus denominator. Once you will do that, you will be getting it as, on the right hand side, twice square root of a plus 1 upon twice square root of a minus 1. 2 is cancelled from both the sides, and what I get is x plus 1 upon x minus 1 is square root of a plus 1 upon square root of a minus 1. To remove the square root sign, yes, we'll do the reverse, that is taking square both sides. So it comes out x plus 1 whole square upon x minus 1 whole square equals to a plus 1 upon a minus 1. Now once we have got this, what we will do is, the next step again is applying C and D. Okay, when we do that, we are going to get x plus 1 whole square plus x minus 1 whole square upon x plus 1 whole square minus x minus 1 whole square. Now how do we solve it, students? We will be solving it using the identities. The two identities here will be a plus b whole square. What is it? A square plus b square plus 2ab. And the other one, how will you solve x minus 1 whole square? That is, yes, it is a minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, now once I open it, I'll get it as the x plus 1 square whole square can be written as x square plus 1 plus 2x plus x minus 1 whole square, x square plus 1 minus 2x. Same goes with the denominator. We discussed it in the previous solution as well, that since the bracket is outside, okay, the values which are written inside the bracket will be one by one multiplied with the minus sign, or we can say that the sign of the values inside the bracket will get changed. So what I get is x square plus 1 plus 2x in the denominator minus bracket open x square plus 1 minus 2x. If I open the bracket, minus x square minus 1 plus 2x. Okay, and on the right hand side, yes, it is a plus 1 plus a minus 1 upon a plus 1 minus a plus 1, which is 2a upon 2. 2 is cancelled here, so I get it as a. Now this is the value which I have got. Okay, so solve it. Like terms, okay, with opposite side will be cancelled. Plus 2x minus 2x gets cancelled. In the denominator, minus x square plus x square minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, and I get it as 2x square plus 2 upon 4x is equal to a. Okay, this much we have got. Now to find out the value of x, let's proceed further. What will we do? We'll take 2 common. 2 is taken out common. See, you can see very clearly. 2 bracket x square plus 1 upon 4x is equal to a. Okay, this 2 and 4 are there in the numerator and denominator, can be cancelled. I get it as x square plus 1 upon 2x equals to a, which gives me on cross multiplication 2x equals to x square plus 1, and hence I am able to prove by shifting all the terms on the left hand side as x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0, which was the actual proof we required in the question. So is it clear, students? Okay, basically we are using everywhere component with dividend only with a little bit identities which we have already studied in our previous classes. Okay, let's move to the next question now. Okay, in the next question, it's exactly the same, okay, as the one previously I have explained you, so you can see it. Let's start with the question. we have again x equals to the given value. So x can be written again as x upon 1. Once I apply component and dividend, what do I get? On the left side, x plus 1 upon x minus 1, and on the right hand side, the values numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. Now you see very clearly what we have done here is the signs we have changed because the bracket was there and outside the bracket there was a minus sign. Okay, again the like terms with opposite sign get cancelled. So I'm getting in the numerator square root of a square minus b square cancel with minus sign of square root of a square minus b square. What about the denominator? Yes, in the denominator we have square root of a square plus b square and with the minus sign square root of a square plus b square, which will get cancelled. Or adding the similar values twice, we get this as the expression x plus 1 upon x minus 1 comes out equal to twice square root of a square plus b square upon twice a square minus b square. It's correction here. It's minus b square is what you'll get. Okay. So once that step is there, to remove the square root sign, what we'll do is we'll take squaring both sides. We get it as x plus 1 whole square upon x minus 1 whole square, which comes out a square plus b square upon a square minus b square. Please make a correction. Here it is a square minus b square in the denominator. Okay. So once that is done, let's open the left hand side. Again using the identity we are going to do that. That is a plus b whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So for that case, x plus 1 whole square becomes x square plus 1 plus 2x. X minus 1 whole square in the denominator becomes x square plus 1 minus 2x. This is what we get. Now let's apply componendo and dividendo. If I apply that, again like terms with opposite sign get cancelled and the rest on solving I get it as, yes, 2x square plus 2 upon 4x equals to 2a square upon 2b square. 2 is cancelled. Okay, take common from left hand side to common. We get it as twice bracket x square plus 1 upon 4x. 2 is cancelled, so I get it as x square plus 1 upon 2x. Take the right hand side, 2a square upon 2b square, 2 is cancelled, so I get it as a square upon b square. Now to find out the value of b square, because that is what we needed in the to prove part. Now, so b square comes out 2a square x upon x square plus 1. This is what actually I wanted to prove as per the question. Okay, so this was all about the solution of this question. Fine students, be very clear with two things here. Okay, the identities which we are using are a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square in this particular question. Okay, other than the componendo and dividendo part. Fine. Now let's move to the last question. Okay, before I move to the last question of today's lecture, I would like you all to note down two identities. Yes, one is a plus b whole cube. Write down please. A plus b whole cube, which is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3a b square plus 3a square b. I repeat once again. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab square plus 3a square b. Note down the next identity too. It is a minus b whole cube, which is equal to a cube minus b cube plus 3ab square minus 3a square b. Okay, that's identity. Now the last question that we are going to take, we are going to use the identity in the same. Okay, now remaining all will be your homework. So by the next class, you all have to complete your exercise 7.8. Yes, very few questions are left now, and you have understood also, so you will be able to. Okay, so let's move to the next. Here we are having in the given question. Question says x cube plus 12x upon 6x square plus 8 is equal to y cube plus 27y upon 9y square plus 27. This is what is given in the question. Okay, and we have to solve it to find out the value of x. So to do that, apply componendo and dividendo. What I get is the given expression, the shown expression on the screen. Right, componendo and dividendo by now is clear to all. Okay, now the identity which I was talking about, let's apply that. In the numerator we are having, it is x cube plus 12x plus 6x square plus 8, which is actually the expansion of x plus 2 whole cube as per the identity a plus b whole cube just now I have explained. Okay, similarly goes with the denominator also. We are having x cube plus 12x minus 6x square minus 8. Okay, which is actually the expansion for, which is actually x minus 2 whole cube. Again, the identity same is in the right hand side. Okay, we are having that value y cube plus 27y plus 9y square plus 27, which can be written as y plus 3 whole cube, and in the denominator y cube plus 27y minus 9y square minus 27, which can be written as 9y minus 3 whole cube. Identities, these are, let me repeat it students, it should be very clear, a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube. Once that part is clear, it won't be difficulty at all. Okay, now these cube in the numerator value and the denominator value of the fraction can also be written as whole cube. So the next step, what we are writing this as, yes, the same, x plus 2 upon x minus 2 whole cube is equal to y plus 3 upon y minus 3 whole cube. Now to remove the cube sign, what we are going to do is, we'll take cube root both sides, taking cube root both sides. Okay, what I get is x plus 2 upon x minus 2 is equal to y plus 3 upon y minus 3. Again, I'm going to apply componendo and dividendo because ultimately I want to find the value of x in the question. So while applying the componendo and dividendo, what I get is this. Okay, this is clear to you all? Fine. And again, simplifying it, we get it as x upon 2 comes out equal to y upon 3, and hence x upon y comes out 2 upon 3. So the required question, actually as per the required question, we were supposed to find x ratio y, which comes out 2 ratio 3. I guess this part is clear to all. Fine. So now your homework is actually to complete the